Cozumel, Mexico. This is what I look like this morning. I'll explain more in the vlog. Good morning again. Yeah, I've just had a shower to try and wake up. Max is in the shower at the moment. I think Baza here. She'll join us shortly. So yeah, just a little bit of an update on yesterday, what went on. So if you saw the end of the last vlog, things were getting a bit rocky when we went to bed last night. Every hour I was awake, I'm a side sleeper, and the ship was rocking and rolling, and I kept thinking I was getting thrown out of bed. So I was awake at midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4:30 I think we came into port, because that's when everything calmed down, and that's when I finally got to sleep. And I wear this Galaxy Watch 7, all of you asked what to watch, Galaxy Watch 7, and it does like a sleep analysis of you, and normally I'm between 80 and 90. I think the lowest I've ever been is 71. This is what I got for last night. Yeah, 48. So yeah, it was not a good day for me today. Maxine, she'll tell you about her sleep, and I think she slept through till 6. She did okay. None of us were ill. It was just a matter of lack of sleep. So it's now 8:30. Breakfast on board is till 10, I think. 7:30 was gangplank down and people could go off. We're not going into Cozumel today. We're going to go into the port, and I'll explain why. There's 2 reasons why we're not going to go into the actual town itself. We did have a tour booked. We were going to Mr. Sanchez. I had that all booked, and then I cancelled it about a month ago, and I'll explain why once we get dressed, get breakfast, and get down into the port. So Max is about ready now. Should have said that's the Sun Princess. I think that's the newest of the Princess line. It's about 5 times bigger than this ship, and it's one of the reasons we changed our plans today. How you doing, Mrs. Theme Park Baza?
Getting there.
How was your night?
Not as rough as yours.
I'm
surprised.
You slept all right?
Well, I was awake a few times, but thought I was rolling out of bed a few times.
Yeah, I was the same.
It was a bit rough.
Yeah, a bit rough. Yeah. I did put both these duvets underneath as like toppers, bed toppers, but it was still not great. So I would advise if you're like me and you don't like to sleep on a plank, use a bed topper if you're going to use the Royal Caribbean cruises. I assume, let me know if they're all the same. And also let me know if you've been on that, whatever that one is, the Sun Princess. Because I wonder if they would rock less than this. Probably would, wouldn't they?
It's only opened like last month. It's
a brand new one.
It's the first voyage, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the maiden voyage. I know the terms. So. No, the terms maiden voyage, so. Right. Oh, cool. Very cool.
Well, one of them, anyway.
Yeah.
One of the early
right.
voyages. It's not the first one.
Well, we're going to go down and get breakfast, and then we're just taking a little backpack with us, our little backpacks. Max thinks we can take the cups off, the reusable cups. You can get towels as well and take those with you. They allow you to take the beach towels, the pool towels in with you. So we'll take that. We've watched a lot of YouTube vlogs, and we scouted out some areas we want to go to in the port, and then I'll tell you why we're staying in the port once we've eaten, because I'm getting hungry now, and it's getting up to 9 o'clock, is it? 20 to 9. Guess we're not the only ones with the idea of eating late. It's jammed in here again, even though it's 9 o'clock. I thought I'll be off the boat and into Cozumel by now, but not the case. Max has got a fruit to start with, just going for some warm stuff, and then I'll go get mine. There you go, there's your mimosa.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
So quite an eclectic mix. I got my salmon, I got some parfait granola, and I've got some crusty rolls, which you can't get usually in America, with jam, just like a European breakfast. Crusty rolls with jam and butter. And you got, Max?
Smoked salmon, obviously with cream cheese, croissant, hash brown, sausages, corned beef hash, and scrambled eggs.
And a banana, hiding. So we just came back to the cabin to put some sun cream on before we leave the ship. It's 9:40. Sorry if I use the wrong terms. This is our first cruise, so I guess I should call this the stateroom. And sometimes I may call it in the vlog a boat, which we know is a ship, but we're first time cruisers, so we're learning as we go. But as a first-time cruiser, one thing I wouldn't do is what I saw this morning at breakfast in the Windjammer, is sit at the table and put sun cream on. There was a lady there and she was rubbing it, or sat on the chair rubbing it in her arms and legs, and it's not hygienic to do it there. So I wouldn't, I mean, tell me. But that seemed a bit off to us. We went to the towel deck on the sun deck and we got towels. You can take towels off. We were going to take the refillable cups up. We thought we'll fill them full of Coke and take them off, but the route, I don't know, I'm reading yes, no, so we're going to leave them and just take some bottled water off the boat. I think you can't bring any water back on that's open, but we'll take some bottled water off the boat. As I say, we did scan out, we're going to just go into the main Cozumel port. We have scanned out an area we want to go there to kind of chill for a day to get off the boat. And just talking about the roughness at the beginning, we've had that was 24 hours from sort of waking up yesterday to 4:30 a.m. this morning, and I know because that's when I got to sleep. It's been rocking and rolling and getting worse, and I contacted our friends Ben and David, cruising with Ben and David. I was talking with them yesterday and saying, hey, you know, the sea doesn't look that rough, but it's rocking. And they went, yeah, well, it doesn't necessarily mean, it's not the roughness of the sea, it's the direction it comes from. And we were doing a side-to-side kind of this yaw for 24 hours. So that's what kind of got really rough in the night when it got worse and worse. But yeah, so we're learning as we go along. But thank you, Ben and David, for clearing that up for us as we were going along. So we're getting packed up. It's, as I say, going up 10 o'clock. We're probably gonna head off, and as we're walking out, I'll explain why I cancelled Mr. Sanchez and why we are spending time in the port area. Right, we're off the ship, as it's called now, not a boat. And I'll explain a little bit why we're going to go there to the port area. And we did our research on Cozumel and all the tours. Number one is we don't really do like the group tours, do we?
No.
We're all doing the similar things, ticky-tacky things, going to, well, not ticky-tacky if you like them, going to the cocoa beans and tasting this, and it was like all pre-set. But we looked at some of the beach areas you could go to and pay for the day for food and drink. Now this cruise, unlike some of the others, you can't, if you go like I believe some of the cruises, you can use your onboard credit in the port on the private islands. You can't here, so anything you do here you have to pay for. So that was one of the reasons was we did have it booked for Mr. Sanchez and it was like $80 each, and then we started saying, why are we paying $160 when the ship's here and we can have all the drinks and the food we want there?
Because we're Yorkshire and we're tight.
Yeah, you know, first cruise we didn't think, well, we've just been gouging ourselves on food and drink for 2 days. Yeah. So why would you want to go and sit on the beach and do it again? Yeah. That was one thing, and the other bit of advice we got was to go and check the port calendar for how many ships are going to be in port on the day you're there. And we got that from some of the cruise vloggers. There's many ones do it. So here is a clip of which ships are going to be in today on the 28th of October as I'm filming this. And there's actually 5 ships in, which is like a ton of people, because what that means is all the tours, they all do the same tours, all the tours and all the beaches and Mr. Sanchez are going to be rammed. So you saw over there we have the Princess cruises, and back over there you can see some of the other ships, the Magic and some of the others. So 5 ships, and we did the math, how many, and actually if you go to these cruise sites they tell you how many people are on each of those ships. And so that was a tip from one of the, I think again that was tips for travellers from when they came through, and Gary, who said that check that out, and that helps him decide if he's done a port already, whether he stays on board or whether he decides to go or not. And you can see it's very choppy out there. I think it's probably why we had the.
It's calm today.
Yeah, it is calmer to what it was the other day. So yeah, you can go into the port area, which is a secure area. They have security, and there's swimming pools in there, and there's bars in there. You don't have to leave that area. So number one is none of the tours really appeal to us. Number two, we're only going to come off the ship for maybe 3 or 4 hours, then go back. So this is a great day to, other tips we use, great day to use the pool. I mean, it was dead, wasn't it, in the pool deck this morning. The pool facilities, if you want to use spa treatments, today's the day they give huge discounts. All the food on our ship is pretty much closed for today, until this evening, apart from the Windjammer. So if you want some food, that's where you've got to go today. Even the the normal small coffee shops and things aren't open, because I think the crew gets a day off today. But yeah, we will wander down into the port. There's a Margaritaville, but I think where we're going to go, by the research we did, is right at the back corner over there.
So we just overheard somebody saying that was, we knew it was a brand new ship. What did it say it was? $1 billion ship?
Something like
They
that.
spent money on. Yeah, so that is as we said, that's the Sun Princess, that's the Sun...
Biggest one?
Yeah, it's what's it called, their iconic ship. Not icon, but iconic ship. And then back there you got some of the others who are too big, obviously, to get into this smaller area, port area. There's also lots of boats coming up and down here, Max. And this side there was lots of catamarans and tours, whale viewing and all that kind of stuff.
Where are they taking them?
To whale viewing, to different parts of islands, they're all here. This is where you book them all.
Oh, okay.
We were told not to book, or watching your advice online, not to book the ones here in the port, but pre-book stuff. Just because you can get scammed on a few things. But,
Colour of the water.
yeah, the water's very blue. Blue, blue, blue. We have to be back on the ship. Don't forget, you don't want to be one of these dock runners or whatever they call them, port runners. 5:30 is our ship, and you're working on ship time, which is in the app that tells you what the time of the ship is, not naturally what the time in the port you're at is at.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. We're gonna spend a couple of hours. We're not really sunbathing people, but if there's a pool, we'll go for a swim. I'll find a bit of a drink. I'm just really surprised there's all people just dribbling off. I thought it'd be like a 7:30 charge. Everybody goes and does the tour, especially if you're paying for an all-inclusive resort for the day. Maybe there was.
A lot of them started at 8 to do the tours.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing that people will be ready to go
yeah,
as soon as it docks.
yeah. People will be ready to go. So here you are. Now we want to go over this way to where one of these things is.
Okay.
Over here. Yeah, if you want to start early, places like Senior Frogs are good for the cocktails. I think everybody's trying to grab you in and grab you to eat and drink. But we're going to try and head around and find this place that we saw online. Lots of shops, tourist trap. Everybody trying to drag you in for drinks. So they're dead end here, aren't we? Can't get through that way, let's go around this way. Lots of duty free, lots of people trying to sell you stuff. And what did you just say, Max?
I said it's like being in Blackpool all again, except with tequila everywhere.
Instead of Blackpool Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll work our way around. Remember, anything you buy here, you're paying for drinks or whatever's not included in your package. Well, that's all roped off. I think you have to pay to go in that area, do you? Is that a hotel? It's like a hotel, isn't it? If you want to catch up on your Wi-Fi, there's like a tiki hut here, which is Wi-Fi signs, and you can get connected if you've not been connected on the boat. As I say, we got a ship. Keep on it, boat. We bought one package that I connected, and then we tethered Maxine's and our iPads to my one device, and turned off data roaming, so we don't get charged for that. But we're just connected in here because we have a vlog to go out in 30 minutes. So we want to make sure we can get all the postings, all the social media ones done for that before we go scout around here. And we've just been checking out the maps and everything, and the place we were going to is closed, so we haven't got that option now, have we? So I think we'll go look around the duty-free shops, have a bit of a wander around, then go back on the ship and swim in the pool there, which was empty, I would say pretty much dead when we came. And we also got the solarium if we want to go in that one as well.
Yeah.
We can do some swimming today.
And the hot tub.
And the hot tub. When you're late, when it's quiet, you're the only ones around, and everybody's hassling you, aren't they, to come in the shop. Drink tequila, come in the shop. Get stuff here, Ready we go. There's another tiki hut there, you can get Wi-Fi there as well. Yeah, there is a place over there you can actually get into the water, Maxine says.
It's a bit choppy anyway.
Yeah. It's all tequila, Max, was it, Max?
Yeah.
That's where you used to be able to go down into the water, isn't it? Yeah. Lower that down, but too rough today. It's all roped off as well. No more. You can get down over there as well, though, look. Just down that way, there's some steps going in. Go down there if you want. That's part of a... Whoa! Yeah, if you want to party, this is the place to be. Especially if you drink a lot, isn't it? Not us, but yeah, you can certainly party your heart out here for the day. But bring plenty of cash, because it's all charged for. What do you think then, Max?
I feel like I'm in Blackpool.
Yeah, nothing you see? Yeah.
No, because it's quite expensive too, obviously.
Yeah, because we're tourists, isn't it? You get some deals. 3 for 38, but it's nice quality stuff. And you can only get it in Cozumel. Well, probably online as well. The other thing they catch you out with as well is on the ship is the nights that they do, because they've now got the announcement we got on board. They're having a Hawaiian night tonight, which wasn't published, so we don't have anything to wear. And they also announced they're doing a Halloween night.
Yeah.
A fancy dress, which we knew nothing about. So you can check ahead, see what's going on, but none of those were announced apart from the formal night, they weren't announced on the itinerary when we booked the cruise. So we were just wearing our normal stuff tonight, weren't we?
Yeah.
Senior Frog seems to be the really buzzing place in here, where everybody seems to be going. This is far end, we've got Margaritaville down this end.
Oh, look at the duty free.
Yeah, we'll look at the duty free. See if there's any Baileys. Take it back with you. Cheap.
I don't think it's going to be cheap here.
There's a Baileys, $25. Oh no, that's, wrong one. Yep, $33 for a Baileys, for a litre of Baileys here. So I couldn't really film it every time I went up to something and filmed, the woman kept up saying, can I help you, can I help you? Yeah, the Baileys you saw was about 35. How much was 33. How much was the other ones you were looking at? I think the Hugo Boss was about $100, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was the other ones you were looking at in there?
Malibu?
How much was the Malibu?
I think that was about 32.
Yeah, I don't think it's much more cheaper than back in the US. But I won't know, but Baileys will get cheaper when we go back to England in a few weeks.
Well, I think the Baileys is cheaper than the US.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure for a litre it's $55.
Yeah, and it's only 35 there.
It was only 33 there.
Which is about £30.
Yeah. Well, we can, I think we
In
do it
England.
for like 12 or 13 pounds.
Yeah, in England.
Bottle
Yeah.
For a litre.
Yep.
So we're probably going to get it there. Maybe going on the club next.
Right, we've been wandering around with my shopping and then we'll head back to the ship for a swim, I think.
Yeah.
Hey Max. So back on board, just done a few laps of the pool. I think there's only 2 of us in, there's a few more in now. Max is over there now, swimming up and down. I've got a picture of her doing her swimming. But yeah, it's pretty quiet here back on the ship. It's supposed to rain this afternoon as well. The clouds are coming over a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. But we're going to chill out here, have a swim. We might go back in the solarium as well later on. We thought we'd use the open air pool while it was quiet, and we could get a swim in here. Hot tub, Max? Like being at home, except you're on a ship.
Bit different.
Needed this after last night, didn't we? Bit of chance to cool off and swim a bit. Right, we're just sat here chilling. Max has come out, got dried off, and she's going to get us an ice cream. There's one ice cream station down at the end. We're just looking at that other ship, that multi-million-dollar one, and Maxine said it's got like I don't know how many restaurants and coffee shops. So it's like a lot bigger than this one for amenities, which I guess is what you get. People said we got this cruise cheap because it's a small ship and doesn't have as many amenities, and it also means there's a lot less kids. You know, on the ship, it's probably 10% of the people on here have got kids because it isn't really geared up for kids. There's not a lot of activities and things. So, you know, horses for courses. But after last night's experience of rock and roll on the sea, I love the quietness of these small ships, but I don't love their ability to handle rough weather. Now, no, we're on deck 7, which is one of the higher decks, because it was cheaper. If we're down in deck 2 or deck 5, I don't think get on deck 5, deck 2 or 3, then it would have been better, but the cabins are a lot more expensive. Further down you go, further to the middle you go. So we're trying to do this on a reasonable budget, or it becomes a very expensive, you know, trip to go. But oh, she's on her way back now with 2 ice creams. Did well. You saw we had a pretty healthy breakfast, so it's nice today because there's nobody around. As you see, it's this has been rammed every day so far, and there's been music blasting out every day, so you couldn't even hear yourself think. But here she comes. What did you have? Raspberry, strawberry, or strawberry? Eh? Vanilla chocolate. Thank you. And it's Mr. Whippy, I see. I was right with vanilla or chocolate, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got both.
That mix, did you? Devil you, eh?
Devil.
You're living it up on holiday, aren't you? She's been to Blackpool, now she's got her ice cream. What she needs is like a hot dog next. You can go up to the Windjammer and I get a hot dog with onions on it.
Get tea and coffee down there.
Can you get tea and coffee as well down there? Yeah, I only had one drink yesterday. That's the other thing, we'll talk about that when we wrap up. You might think we drink a lot because you see drinking blogs, but we'll go out once, you know, every couple of weeks and have 2 or 3 drinks, but we don't drink day to day. That's why I think, you know, these port things we just showed you this in this vlog don't really suit us because we're not really here to get smashed as a couple. If you're here with a party, it might be different, but it's just not what we do, is it? So yeah, we'll talk about that. Don't think I will get the drinks package again, but no, I've got another day to go yet, so I'll let you know my thoughts. Yeah. Right, we just popped back into the Windjammer. It's the only place open for lunch today. Max had a second ice cream, which is even bigger than the first one. Max is going healthy. And I'm not going healthy. Got onions on, Max. Got onions on there. So, as we're in Blackpool today and watching the show last night, looking at the shops, I thought I've got to have a burger with onions on. What says more about Blackpool than burger and chips with onions on? That's my idea. Well, that looks an interesting plateful. What do you think that is? You said that's English trifle?
It said it was English trifle.
Go on then.
It's got no sponge in it.
Yeah.
The lie.
And that's got to be coffee, is it?
Coffee.
Yeah. And that's got to be a...
That's like a, what do we call them? Profiteroles.
Profiteroles,
but it's got praline cream in, not cream.
All right.
That's what it was.
Go on then, give us your test if it's a proper UK trifle.
Nice one, right? It's not English trifle.
Yeah. Is that your idea for fun, Max? No? So after that big meal, we're just walking around deck 5 to get some steps in. Do our little, get a few steps in before the boat sets sail again in about an hour and a half. Where we can walk and not rock. Can't we? Another one there, look at it. Boom, boom. Though we couldn't get around the front because the anchors were dropped, so we'll see if we can get around the bottom end or if that's all closed off as well. You can get around the back end, but it's very blowy out there, isn't it? Blowing a gale. And we'll blow a gale around here as well, no doubt, as we get out this bit. See over there, this is the other 3 cruise ships already in, still in. We got a bit of time yet. What time is the last boarding, Max? 5:30. Yeah, they got a couple of hours yet. I was wrong. It's only 3 o'clock. We have 2.5 hours yet to get back, so no rush for everybody. I've decided this was my favourite days though. Is a ship day. Is a port day when we're on the ship. Actually, when I watch the vlogs, that's another thing you should talk about. If you come into a cruise port, check where your ship actually docks, because you see, this is Cozumel and this is Cozumel, and I remember somebody saying you should check because where your ship docks will depend on the draft and how where it can fit in, and also what's going on with the other ships that day. So you may think you're coming into the international terminal here at Cozumel, but actually you're all the way down there, and you're probably a good 10-minute drive to get up here. So that was another good tip. When you go into a port, check where your particular ship is docking, because that's very important. We've got to mention they have a full casino in here as well. It's only a small one, but a little bit of Vegas on the sea. So they have lots of machines, and they have a number of tables for cards, craps. They hold some tournaments and things in here. So you've got to walk through this if you're going on deck 5, where we've just come off, and just down there is the Palladium, where you saw the show in the last vlog, where we saw the show, the main show area. So yeah, this is if you want to gamble, and like I mentioned, I think in the last one as well, the lady told us if you register with get a player's card and you spend a little bit of money on here, they will send you like free vouchers for cruises and things like that. You just pay the port fees if you're a bit of a spender in the casinos, so you can get something back from it. But yeah, it's this is your casino area. And now we've done our mile walk. We're going through the casino to head to the bar, because I think it's Maxi wants a cheeky cocktail. So we're going to head down, I don't know which bar yet, we'll find one and grab a cocktail. It's 3 o'clock, I mean, come on, time for a cocktail, isn't it? Well, we came down to the main area, because it's quiet for once, isn't it, the main auditorium. It's really noisy in here normally. What do you get, Max?
I got a Caribbean mule.
And I got a guess, vodka Diet Coke. And I've actually worked out now for the drinks package in the future is vodka Diet Cokes are $12 each. Okay. And I have an averaging 2 a day, $24. So what I'll look at is the package below Premier, which is a coffee and tea speciality, and add $24 on, and so it comes to, on the boat here it was 38. You add 24 on that and it comes to 38, 48, 58, 64, and we paid 65 for the premium package, so it makes sense.
Plus all the gratuities are in that.
No, gratuities go on top of that. Yeah, you have to pay it when you get your final price thing. It's like 38, it'll come out at like 50.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you got to include.
If you were paying for your drinks,
you would add, correct. You had gratuities on top of it. I see where you're going. So really, you should say what, 26?
Yeah.
26. So yeah, that's probably right. So if you say no, not 26. I think in $2 a drink. I think gratuity. Something like that's not what it is, isn't it? So yeah, if we do that, yeah, 26 will be about the right to add on top of it. So I can do that, and like if it had been 75 or 80 for that drinks package, it wouldn't have been worth getting for me. The trouble is, the way they do it is if one of you in the room gets it, the other one has to get it, unless you go and ask them.
You can get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the.
You have to go and speak to them specially, don't you, to get alternate ones.
I guess you'll have to show ID when you use it.
I mean, you've got your money out of the drinks package, but I haven't really.
I think so. It's only our second one today.
It's only a second today, yeah. We mainly drink tea and coffee, and we're getting teas. Just teas from the either the Windjammer or the Park Cafe, really. English breakfast tea. They're included in your base package anyway, aren't they? We get one speciality coffee a day, but I mean the coffee isn't that good in the Windjammer, to be fair. It's pretty not great, but it's really, really good from the Starbucks one. Yeah. Right, we're going to have a cheers on these and enjoy the 2 hours before it starts rocking again.
Rocking
and rolling again. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
See what it tastes like. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah? There's the sunsets. It's getting near sailing time, and that's one of the other ships that was over the other side. That's the Norwegian one, I think. I'm not sure. Could be the Carnival one. I think this one will be next pretty soon before us. Amazing, you can hear all the music coming from their deck quite loudly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the Norwegian, as there wasn't a Carnival one, was there? It was a Grandeur, another one of this line, and then the Disney one, the Disney Magic, which that is definitely not the Magic. Must miss the Norwegian there. Must be getting ready to go, because it looks like the door is a different shape to before they've taken the gangplank in. So it'll be them or us next.
Like wind in our sails. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore. It's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore. Boat and we all know where we belong. Just wait. Ooh, wait for our home to show on the horizon. Soon we'll be there.
So since we set off, we've been to the Windjammer. We just had some curry and stuff. They had lots of Mexican food, which makes a lot of sense. We've just been to Mexico, so yeah. We just did that, and then we've come down here and been watching the music, and there's a Halloween party about to start as well, and I'm going to go and grab us each a cocktail and we'll see how the Halloween party works out. The ship's moving again, and yeah, as you can see, it's more rock and roll.
You like the rest of the wind. Your eyes have felt the sea from the rolling sea. There's always been a quiet place to harbor you and me. I love you.
your song. Good song. It's Tuesday.
It's truth today, yeah?
Very orange in these lights in here.
It is.
Right, we have made it back
Just.
to the room.
Ooh.
Oh, it's still a bit rocking and rolling. More than last night, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know when we were up. I didn't mention it when we were up in the Windjammer. There was a couple of people not feeling very well, having to be
Yeah.
escorted down. We were talking to some others in the lift, and they're saying, "I wish you turned the stabilisers on." So this is normal excuses, but we are rocking backwards and forwards quite a bit. So you saw the show. We saw the show, the Halloween show. And we're going to wrap up for tonight. It's now 11 p.m, but actually it's midnight because the clocks go forward again
yeah.
tonight, don't they? So we'll lose an hour's sleep overnight.
We'll see how much sleep we get tonight.
Yeah, with rocking and rolling. And then tune into the next vlog where we've got 2 new eating places we've not eaten before tomorrow, and we will, in the next vlog, we'll give you our thoughts about cruising and if it's for us or not, and what would be our plans in the future. So thanks for watching. I hope you appreciate today's vlog. If you like, so this is like rocking and rolling. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe, put your comments below, and we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.